So yesterday we started to learn some statistics, and we're learning population and sampling. One thing I'm concerned about is how much grammar this book has. It is full of grammar lessons. Things like adjective clauses. I don't even know what adjective clauses are. Recognizing predicate adjectives, diagramming direct object, indirect object. But this book says we have 5 general senses, and balance is one of them. I didn't even know balance is a sense, right? Yeah, 5 senses, which is a smell, sight, hearing, taste, and balance. And we have the general sense, which is touch. So a lot of people think homeschooling looks the same for every child. But let me tell you this. Even in the same home, you can be using the same curriculum to teach multiple children, and each child will have a different experience. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how my 7th grader, my middle schooler, did this school semester. I have been doing a series where I am sharing my kids' experience this semester with the curriculums that we used. And in my last 2 videos, I've shared how my 4th grader and my 3rd grader did this semester. And it will surprise you that both of them have different experiences. They had different challenges, which the Lord helped us to overcome. And also they excelled in different areas as well. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how my 7th grader, my middle schooler, is doing, or how she did this school semester. I'm going to be sharing the areas that she excelled in and the areas that she's having some challenges and struggles with, and what we're going to be doing this summer to help her overcome those challenges and have success and become confident in those areas. So I encourage you to watch this video to the end. For language art this year, my daughter is using or continuing to use the Abeka curriculum because that's what we've been using since we started homeschooling. This is their 7th grade grammar and composition 1 work text. She is doing well with this book, and this book comes with this reading and comprehension book. They go hand in hand, the quizzes and the tests. And this is the literature. It's full of different stories from different books. It has poems, and she has to read this and answer questions. And she's doing well. She's excelling in the grammar and composition. One thing I'm concerned about is how much grammar this book has. It is full of grammar lessons. Things like prepositional phrases. I mean that one is easier, but let me tell you guys this. Adjective clauses. I don't even know what adjective clauses are. Recognizing predicate adjectives, diagramming direct object, indirect object, predicate nominatives. My daughter knows this. I don't even know this. Okay, so as a homeschooling mom, or as a homeschool mom, I'm wondering whether she really needs to know all these grammar lessons. I know she would if she's going into a career that requires writing or that requires her to communicate, to speak, right? But if she's not going into those type of careers, will she really need all these grammar lessons? She's enjoying them. She loves to speak, right? She loves to write stories. But does she really need all this grammar? Please let me know. Please. Are there other curriculums out there that you homeschooling parents can suggest for me to maybe look into that has less grammar and maybe more other stuff that my kid might need for future, to prepare her for life? Because one of her weaknesses is writing persuasive essays. This is full of grammar, but it has less lessons or teachings on writing. Writing, persuasive essays, writing essays. Let's say she wants to go into college or she wants to enter a competition. She needs to know how to write. But this grammar book is not equipping her with learning how to write well. So writing is still a struggle and a challenge for my daughter. She didn't do so well in that area this semester. And so this summer, we're actually gonna take out time and have her get confident in writing, okay? And I was watching another homeschooling mom do a review, and she mentioned how she's gonna be using this book for her child. So I decided to get it from Amazon, and we've started to use it, and I'm liking it so far. It is breaking down how to writing persuasive essays in a way that my daughter is understanding. Slowly she's learning it, and so I'm really happy that I was able to get this book. And so this is what we're going to be using this summer to help her build her confidence in writing persuasive essays. So this is what we're going to be using. Another subject that she's doing this year, of course, is math, and this is the curriculum we're using, and we're still trying to finish up this primary mathematics 6B workbook. This is the textbook. The workbook is inside. This book may look small, but it is mighty. It has a lot of content inside. Like, the lessons go from geometry to algebra and now to statistics. In my former video, I mentioned how she had challenges using this curriculum earlier this year that I almost switched to a different curriculum. But after I got my hands on the teacher's guide, oh my god, it made things easier. And she began to teach herself, right? She's still teaching herself, but for the lessons she does not understand, my husband is usually available to help teach her because he is better at math than I am. And so yesterday we started to learn some statistics, and we're learning population and sampling. What is the difference between a population and sample, and how to do a proper sampling, how to do random sampling, what is a convenient sampling. And she actually tried to learn that on her own at first, but she didn't understand it. It didn't make sense to her because it was a new topic, a new lesson she's never heard of before. But once we did it together, I taught her and I helped her understand it. She got it, and she began to do the assignments on her own. So we still like this curriculum, and we're gonna continue to use it until we're done. If you have a child who loves math, who loves to be challenged, who likes geometry or algebra or statistics, I encourage you to get this curriculum for your child. And make sure you get the teacher's guide as well. It will make things a lot easier. For vocabulary, we're using this Worldly Wise, book 7. I believe she's doing great with it. She loves vocabulary words. She likes doing multiple choices, and she's doing well with this. She hasn't had any noticeable challenges with this book, so I believe she's doing well with the vocabulary words. For writing, I mentioned earlier in my previous videos that we are using writing and rhetoric. This book came in handy when my child was scared of writing, and since we got this book, it has been helping her a lot. Okay, she has actually finished this book, and yeah, this is book 2, so the next one is the next book, right? This book God has used this book to help her gain a lot of confidence in writing, and she enjoys it. This is mostly what this book does. It helps a child learn to write fictional stories, help them expand their imagination, help them learn how to summarize stories and amplify stories. um, I wish this author has a book on how to do persuasive essays. I bet my daughter would have been really, really good at it because this book is really, really good. Like, it's helping all my kids. And if you have a child who has difficulties with reading and comprehension or writing stories, fictional stories, and all of those, I think this book will work well for your child. And please, again, homeschooling moms, if you know any other book or curriculum that will help my child gain more confidence in writing persuasive essays, please, please, please let me have your suggestions in the comment section below. So as you can tell, we use a lot of Abeka curriculums. Okay, this one is for history. This is the New World History and Geography. She started this when she was in 6th grade. She didn't finish it, so she continued to use it up until the 7th grade, which is this year. She finally finished it this year, and she learned a lot about North America and South America, just the continent America, Canada, Central, and then South. And she learned different cultures that those countries have and where they are located, and a lot of information about those countries and the islands, the Spanish speaking ones, and all of that. So she enjoyed using this curriculum, reading it, doing the maps, coloring the maps, labeling the maps. This is good. And for 8th grade next year, we're going to find another curriculum that we will use for 8th grade year. Maybe we'll do Abeka again, you know, for 8th grade, or maybe we will use a different curriculum. If you have a good 8th grade history curriculum that you want to suggest, please, please, please help your girl out in the comment section below. Last but not least subject that I'm going to be sharing is science. Do you know what this book is? You should. If you don't know it, this is Apologia. This is the Exploring Creation, the Human Anatomy and Physiology book. I like Apologia curriculum. Since I started to use their curriculum, teaching science has become a lot easier for me. And what I love about their curriculum is that they don't give you a watered down or surface level information of different things. They go in depth on a particular subject, right? So each book is for a particular subject, and they go in depth, so that once you're done with that book, you would have developed a deeper understanding of that topic. If it's space, by the time you're done using that curriculum, you will know about the different planets and the different things happening in space. If it's about insects, you have a lot of knowledge about insects or birds or land animals or marine animals. So they're not just giving you scattered knowledge, they give you a knowledge that is deep, that will give your child that foundation that they need if that is an area they want to go into in the future. So I like this curriculum, and it is easy to understand. The type of writing, the words they use, a child will understand it, and it's like a college level almost, but in a way that a child will understand. And it makes it easier for parents to teach their children from this book. Even as a parent, you yourself will be learning as you're teaching your child. It is not complicated. The chapters are not too thick. The chapters are easy to work with. I can go on and on and on about this curriculum, but I like it. My child has been learning a lot We learned about the different systems. Now we're doing the different senses. I didn't even know that we have a general sense and then we have 5 special senses. I didn't know they've changed it. I used to think we have 5 senses, but this book says we have 5 general senses and balance is one of them. I didn't even know balance is a sense, right? You have 5 senses, which is a smell, sight, hearing, taste, and balance. And we have the general sense, which is touch. So things are changing, you know. But I like this book. This is great. So if your baby loves science, please use Apologia, okay? So that's it. This is a conclusion of how my 7th grader is doing this semester. And I'm using the word is doing because we are not done yet. We're going to continue throughout the summer because there's a lot of things that we need to work on. And this summer is not going to be too rigorous. It's going to be, easier than the main semester, the spring semester. We're going to have fun by God's grace, but we're going to try and work on those areas that my children are having struggles in. But I'm excited for what God is doing in the lives of our children, right? And homeschooling has been a great tool. It has been teaching me a lot. I'm learning so much, and I hope that this semester was great for you as well. Please share the curriculums that you are using and which ones you really like, because I want to try them as well. I pray that your summer is full of beautiful memories, is restful, it's adventurous, okay? And remember that we're not just homeschooling, but we are raising warriors for Christ. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.